Hello, and thank you so much for clicking and for watching this match reaction video. I feel like I haven't done one of these for so long with everything that's been going on. If you watched my previous video, you will know why I've not done one of these for the last few weeks. But I am back now, and thankfully, Manchester United have got the 3 points. They've got 9 points clear of Chelsea. It looks like we have almost consolidated second place. And when you look at the season as a whole, we're having a decent season. We're second in the league. We're in the quarter final of the Europa League. Things are going okay. It's not been what we imagined it could have been at the end of December when we went top of the league, when we were thinking 21 is coming, when we thought that we were going to be neck and neck with City or close to City or thereabouts, pushing Liverpool for the title. Obviously, we've fallen away and we've drawn a lot of games in the second half of the season, and there are a lot of questions that need to be asked about this Manchester United team. But on this game tonight, I thought United were okay, and there have been a lot of just sort of okay performances in the second half of the season. And I don't know where this Manchester United team is at this current moment in time. I think it needs investment. I think there's quality in that team, but it needs investment. We're going to struggle next season, and if we don't get the right players in, if we don't have a good summer, then I do believe that we're going to just be in the same position next season, unfortunately, and we're going to be scrambling around for a position in the top four. Maybe for a month or two, we're pushing for the top of the league. We get there around December, January, but before we fall away. And that's what I can see happening next season. I don't believe that we are in a position where we can mount a genuine challenge for the title. And this season, go back if you want to put yourself through. Go back and watch my match reaction videos to the games from a few months ago, where we were sort of chasing down the teams at the top. And I was saying all along, I don't believe that we're going to win the league. I didn't get carried away. I never thought we were going to win the league. I think we're having a good season, but there are far too many times where we start games slow and we go behind, and it's a pattern that is set in. And it's worrying and it's a concern. And tonight, I thought Brighton were really good up until we got that equaliser. I always liked Danny Welbeck. I was sad to see him go. He was one of those players that it was like a group of players that just seemed to go at that particular time. And I really like Danny Welbeck, and I know he's only 30, but he's been beset, plagued by injuries. But he took his goal really well tonight. It was a great header. It was a good save by Dean Henderson, and a great reaction for Danny Welbeck. And I know he scored against us for Arsenal in the FA Cup. I was there at that game, and it was painful. But he took his goal well there, and he took his goal well tonight. Good reactions, and all the best. I wish all the best for Danny Welbeck, because I do think he's a really good player, and it is a shame he's had so many injuries and he left United in the way that he did. And I think he's a really good player, but again, the injuries have sort of plagued him, and unfortunately, that's hampered his chances with England. And of course, his career has gone the way it has. But he's doing well at Brighton, and I wish him all the best. But second half, we came out, we were better. Didn't have a shot, if I recall, until the 51st minute speculative effort from Marcus Rashford. That's a concern. We're not really creating a lot of chances. But then we get the equaliser. From Rashford. I think obviously it's a foul in the build-up to it, but he gets the goal, takes it really well. To me, he looked okay, but at times he's sort of on the fringes of the game. And then we kicked on from there, as we do quite a lot of the time. And that is a concern. And then we go on and we get the goal. late changes again from Ollie. It worked tonight. So I can't fault him too much. That is my main criticism of Ollie, is that he makes changes very late in the game, but he made his changes tonight and they worked. I questioned him bringing Rashford off for James, but he did. It worked. Thought James looked okay. A couple of rash challenges late in the game, successive rash challenges that he got away with, to be honest, I thought. But, you know, that's a side of his game that I've wanted to see more of, a bit more aggression, and he's shown it. Maybe not in the right way, but he's got away with it tonight. But hopefully he can improve on that side of his game. But I thought, yeah, very inconsistent in terms of performances this season as a whole. It's not a recent thing. I think the second half of the season we've drawn far too many games. But again, I can't be too negative, because where we are in the league now to where we were last season, we had to go to the last day of the season last season to consolidate our top four position and get third, and we finished third on goal difference with Chelsea. Now looks like we're going to finish in second. Hands down, we're going to finish second, bar a capitulation in the second half of the season. But I am concerned. About the way that we play, and this team definitely has character, it has potential, but I can't tell if we're just a team that has potential, if we're sort of just, or we're just that team that's, a good team on our day. And I hate that saying, because any team can be a good team or a really good team on their day. We've seen it, time and time again. And I do sort of go into these games not expecting us to win. I don't expect us to win games. I expect us to either have moments in games, have good periods of play, but it's not frequent. Like, we'll have a good 30-minute spell, or we'll start the game well and then drift away, and then have a good final 10-15 minutes to the game. And again, there's that word, concern. I don't know how long you can talk about fatigue for, because we've seen other teams that have sort of come back this weekend and hit the ground running, players. So I don't know. The most important thing tonight was the 3 points, but we've got to do better than this. And do I think we can go on and win the Europa League? I think we've got a good draw against Granada. I don't think it'll be as easy as people expect. They've got some good players in there, Premier League proven players. So they've done it they played at a good competitive level. But where is this Manchester United team at the moment? That's what I keep coming back to. I see all the potential in the world, but I see us starting games too slow. I don't see any real patterns of play. There's times where I think there's like an identity to the way we play, and then other times where it's just not there. We're so inconsistent in so many areas of our team, and I don't want to keep using the word concern. I'm not worried. I don't think we're having a bad season. You'd said to me at the beginning of the season, well, we'll be top for a couple of weeks, and then we'll tail off, but we'll finish second behind Manchester City. And if we win the Europa League, that's a good season. That's not a bad season. But I do think that there's more to come. There's more to come, and we definitely need investment. We can't go into next season with the same group of players and expect to be competing for a league title or the Champions League, because it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So you do also think, like, well, where we are now in the league, if there'd been investment in the right players in the summer, say we had got Sancho, how much closer would we have been to Manchester City? What difference would that have made? And that's why we need investment in this team. We can't go on the way we are. And to be honest, the performances again are not good enough. And as much as I support Ollie, as much as I'm Ollie in, as much as I love Ollie, as I think he's improved players. Luke Shaw has been a revelation, and the second half of the season, especially, I think he's been our best player, probably our player of the season. If you take away sort of Bruno, it's Luke Shaw. So I think he has improved players. Good to see Greenwood get his goal tonight. Again, Ollie brought Greenwood into the fold. And it was good to see Donny getting some more minutes tonight after his run out for Holland in the week. But we have to improve. We can't keep performing like this, and sometimes it feels like there's no urgency in our play. You've said it before. Sometimes it feels like it's very casual. Pogba, for all the rave reviews he gets about his performances, you'll have 2 or 3 top quality performances, and then there is a drop off, and that is a concern for me. And sometimes it feels like we're sort of just, especially the last couple of months, it feels like we're sleepwalking, to the finish line, to the end of the season, and that's not good enough. Is it a mental thing? I've questioned the mentality of a lot of these players. Now, it's all right saying, oh, they've got character, they're mentally strong, they've shown that side of the game. It's all right when you're chasing a team down like we were when we get to the top, but there's a fragility about this team. Losing that game to Sheffield United, for me, and I've said it probably, God knows, I lost count of how many times I've said it. I've lost that momentum. There hasn't been that momentum since losing to Sheffield United, and that is why I can definitely see a fragility within this Manchester United team. Having said that, again, second in the league, 9 points clear of Chelsea now. Look like we're going to go on and get second place because we've pulled 4 points clear of Leicester now, who are in third after losing to City yesterday. We've got Spurs next. We've still got to play Liverpool in the league. And then you'd say the rest of those games are winnable games. But, that's just not the way it's gone this season. And we've drawn a lot of games in the second half of the season. So, we'll see. But good result for us tonight. I thought if we'd have drawn this game, if Brighton would have taken a point, if Brighton would have won, I wouldn't have said they didn't deserve it, because I thought up until our equaliser, the equaliser by Rashford, took it really well. I thought they played really well. So we'll see. But Granada next in the Europa League quarter-final on Thursday. And then, of course, it's Tottenham next week. And, of course, there's no FA Cup to look forward to because, well, I didn't talk about that, but we, for obviously differing reasons, because I wasn't in the right headspace, but of course we're out the FA Cup, so who knows? I don't know where this Manchester United team is at the moment, but all I do know is we're second in the league. We've beaten Brighton 2-1 tonight, and I suppose that's all you can ask for at the end of the day, is that you win and you just get over the line and move on to the next game. Wasn't one for the purists tonight, but Manchester United have beaten Brighton by 2-1. If you haven't done so already, then why not subscribe, leave a like, and of course leave any thoughts, comments and feedback that you have on the video or any of the other videos. And until next time, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all soon.